It should be warmer today, but it sure doesn't feel like it. I guess it's because the lowest temperatures are still pretty cold at what, -4 or so? And with that in mind, what did I read today? How about this one in terms of fiber optic drones being used in war? Can you imagine this? Where vehicles are going to drive out to various places with all these drones attached to it? This one here says Russia builds Cerberus system to control fiber optic warfare. As it says here, in the depths of Russia's industrial landscape, the Staroskoloskoy Design Bureau Reanimator is developing an ambitious military project called Cerberus. This system for managing a swarm of drones with the aid of optical fibers marks a significant advancement in autonomous warfare technology. The first public presentation of Cerberus to the general public is scheduled for August at the Army 2025 Forum, according to a report by the Russian news agency Izvestia. Cerberus is being developed as a mobile platform mounted on a truck chassis, which contains 6 to 12 drone hangars connected through optical fibers. This structure is not just for transport, it creates a self-sufficient combat unit. The drones within the Cerberus system are designed to perform a wide range of tasks from reconnaissance and surveillance to direct attacks with munitions. The integration of artificial intelligence is key to the project, allowing the drone swarm to function as a single entity, dynamically adapting to battlefield conditions. With that said, in terms of adapting, is this meant, for example, to be a stationary vehicle where the drones then take off from it? Or do they intend to have the vehicle actually drive and then this drone is going to fly, for example, at the same time trying to maintain speed? It says, quote, if necessary, the artificial intelligence module can be programmed to perform tasks autonomously, explains one of the project's documents. This means that human operators will primarily engage in monitoring and making adjustments rather than direct control. Mikhail Klimchik, the executive director of Reanimator, describes Cerberus not only as a launch platform, but also as a comprehensive control center for smaller drones. This is their food, brain, and hangar, he says, emphasizing the system's role as both a logistical base and a tactical command post. This setup allows for a high degree of modularity and adaptability, where drones are not only interconnected, but also interchangeable. Actually, in seeing this, one thing that actually came up in my mind was how, can you imagine in the future firefighting drones could be in these types of vehicles where they drive to a building and then all of a sudden you have all these drones take off from it and basically, I guess, connect the fire hose to maybe like the vehicle and a line to the drone providing them water? I don't know, for some reason that's the first thing that I was thinking about when I saw this actually, versus like a military application. Because as they say here too, not every drone is doing the same thing, saying in operational scenarios, drones and Cerberus can work in pairs. One drone might conduct reconnaissance, identifying and marking targets, while the other engages those targets either through missile strikes or in extreme cases by ramming and self-destructing to destroy the target. I think for this, a lot of people would initially think it's a dumb idea to have a drone attached in this way because you'd lose flexibility, but I guess in a lot of situations, as they mentioned too, in terms of the benefit, it could be untrackable on like radars and so forth. So I guess that would be a reason why more people would invent stuff like this. But again, I'm thinking of this more for other applications besides, like they mentioned here, being used for military purposes and so forth. And in terms of drone regulation and just managing them around the world, it seems like a lot of places are trying to implement some kind of platform to manage all the operations, and this one here says Oman launches Sirb Platform to manage drone operations. Oman's Civil Aviation Authority, in partnerships with Sirb Company, has officially launched the Sirb Platform, the country's first electronic system for regulating and managing drone operations. The platform aims to streamline registration and licensing processes while ensuring safe drone usage across the Sultanate. Says H.E. Ang Naif bin Ali Al Abri, chairman of the CAA, emphasized the importance of the initiative. This is a major step for Oman's aviation sector. It's the first platform in the Middle East designed to manage drone air traffic and represents over 4 years of collaboration between government entities and an Omani team, he said. Malik bin Mohammed Al Nabani, co-founder and CEO of Sirb, explained that the platform provides clear guidance on permitted and restricted flight zones, contributing to safe and structured development of the drone industry in Oman. That would be kind of one of the things I've talked about before, where instead of things like over-the-top regulations, you need basic traffic management for the most part. It's too complicated for a lot of people. Can you imagine that, for example, just like how we manage the road, where they expect everyone to go through this huge process of understanding railroad trains and so forth. I mean, in general, they just developed a system like, okay, there's a traffic light, red means stop, green says go for you and so forth. Or same thing for things like pedestrians or cyclists, for example. Everyone's classified differently. So you need something like that overall versus treating everything like a huge manned aircraft, in my opinion. And it says, licensed by the CAA in 2024, the Sirb Platform is expected to enhance regulatory oversight and support technological advancements in drone operations. This move highlights Oman's commitment to integrating cutting-edge technologies while maintaining airspace safety. It'll only be a matter of time until everywhere has something like this, I suppose. Now, whether or not people actually do the job and try to classify things appropriately, not, for example, saying a toy is the same thing as, again, like a huge airplane, who knows? Alright, see you guys later.